So for this update, one of the things I focused on was a complete menu rework. This is actually the first time I've done a proper visual UI for a game. Before this, the menu were kind of, let's say, functional, definitely rough around the edges. The first draft was really more of a placeholder. It got the job done, but it really didn't have a consistent style or a good usability. So we decided to give it a full overhaul, visually and functionally. We started by redesigning the layout from scratch, giving everything a cleaner and more readable structure. We also wanted the visual to feel more connected with the overall theme of the game and not just a bunch of buttons floating in space. And on top of that, we added several new functions that tie directly in our other systems I've been working on. Speaking of the menu rework, one of the main reasons I redesigned it was to make more room for some new features, especially the shop and the currency system and the armory/compendium. The shop is a new addition and it starts to build a small gameplay loop for the demo. After battles you earn currency which you can use to buy consumable items, mainly things like healing supplies to help your character recover between fights. This is not a final system yet, but it adds a nice layer of strategy and you have to think how to manage your resources before heading into the next encounter. The armory, or as I like to call it, the compendium, is another feature I added. It acts like a collection system for rewards. Every time you unlock a new weapon or armor, they are recorded here. You can browse through everything you've earned and learn more about the enemies you faced and the equipment you've collected. So it's not just a stats screen, it's more like a living record of your progress. Overall, I'm really happy how it turned out. It finally feels like an actual game interface. There's still some fine-tuning to do, but it's a step forward from where we started. Together, the shop and compendium make the demo feel much more connected. You fight, you earn, you recover, and you build up your collection. It's still early, but it's starting to give the game a real sense of rhythm and reward. And since both of these systems depend heavily on how items work, the next thing I tackled was a full item rework. And this one ended up being a lot more complex than we first expected. Originally, our item system was pretty basic. Items were just attached components with some simple data for stats and effects. It worked fine for a while, but once we started developing our physical material-based hit detection system, things started to break down. Now, instead of being attached components, each item is its own actor, with its own presence and behavior. That means weapons and armor actually exist as individual entities in the world, making the system more dynamic and much closer to how we want the final gameplay to feel. With those changes, we also needed to redesign parts of the inventory UI. The old layout didn't make sense anymore. Next, my brother is going to talk about new AI mechanics, the level building process, and how we did get here overall.
Thanks, Anton. It's exciting to see all these backend systems starting to click together. My focus for this update was on the why and how, looking back at our journey, giving life to the AI, and setting the stage with the arena design. To really appreciate where we are now, we have to look at where we started. We began with very simple models and worked our way forward step by step. In a project like this, there isn't one single biggest mistake, but rather many small decisions that get refined over time. You simply learn and understand things better as you go. Our combat system in particular has undergone a massive evolution when you compare it to its earliest versions. The same goes for the visuals, which improved significantly thanks to refined Blender skills. We are constantly expanding our portfolio of software and mechanics. For instance, we now utilize nanotechnology to increase visual fidelity without sacrificing performance. This iterative process of improving models, code, and visuals is the road to Demo 0.3. This brings us to a huge leap for Demo 0.2, the AI mechanics. Our AI opponents are much smarter and more dynamic. Previously, they were more predictable in their patterns. Now they react in real time. Beyond just blocking, the AI can now dodge attacks. Crucially, the AI is constantly calculating its position relative to the player. It always reassesses its angle and distance. Is it time to attack? Should it move away to reposition? This self-assessment is so advanced that in certain combat situations, the AI can even decide to give up and end the fight, which creates a more organic and unpredictable combat scenario. It's about making our enemies feel intelligent, not just scripted. The smartest AI needs the right battlefield. My next focus was the arena building process. The biggest challenge here is creating a world that feels both realistic and non-static, where materials and textures are cohesive and immersive. We start with a level blockout, defining the mechanics and the flow of the arena, and only then do we move into the detailed modeling process. For the demo 0.3, the centerpiece is the Dragon's Gods Arena. We designed it as a Chinese palace complex with courtiers as spectators. To ensure authenticity, the models are based on real-world references. This level of detail ensures that when you step onto the battlefield, it feels like a real consequential space. That wraps up my overview of our journey, the AI and the arena. We are incredibly excited to move on to the next phase, testing it and gathering your feedback.